Hey everyone, I'm back. I know it's been several months since I released a video. I wanted to give you a quick update on where things are at and sort of a preview of what's going to be coming on my channel here over the next few months. So my layout probably looks pretty much exactly the same as the last time I had posted anything. What is new about the layout is not necessarily the layout itself, but where it's located. Part of the reason why I haven't shown any videos over the last few months is we actually had to move, or well, I shouldn't say we had to move, we moved. And anybody who's ever had a model railroad and moved homes, you know that it's not exactly an easy thing to do. So I'll talk a little bit about that and just sort of kind of where we're at and with everything right now. So thankfully the layout actually survived the move pretty well. There's a little bit of cosmetic damage I had to patch up, but you know, it was pretty stressful time packing everything up, getting everything in totes. One of the nice things about this particular layout is how I constructed it. If you go back and watch some of my earlier videos, this layout is actually constructed into two pieces. So if you look real closely, the split is actually right here. It goes all the way up there. The backdrop is split. And I wired both sides independently, and basically there's about 8 screws holding the two sides together. There's probably about 8 or 10 wires that I hooked up to some terminal strips, and I had the layout tore apart and ready to get out of the old house probably within a matter of 45 minutes to an hour. It was a pretty simple tear down and then reassemble. So from that standpoint, that went pretty well. At this point, most of my rolling stock and locomotives are still packaged up in totes. That's going to be sort of the next phase of getting things unpacked and ready to go. Luckily I found a tote that had just a few pieces of rolling stock and one locomotive, so I was able to get it tested, made sure everything still worked, all the throttles still work, that nothing got damaged, that wire didn't get, you know, pulled out or disconnected inadvertently, all the lights still work. So, you know, again, very fortunate to have moved the layout along with everything else that we owned, and we were able to get it reassembled and everything survived. So yeah, it looks the same. And honestly, from a video perspective, if I didn't tell you that we moved, you probably wouldn't even be able to tell, because everything, the room itself is really about the same size, lighting, wall color as the layout that, or the room I had the layout in the last house. This one's just, you know, like I said, it's a little bit bigger, a little bit nicer. I got the windows in a different location. It's more behind me, so I think that's going to give some opportunities when it's daylight out to get some good lighting in here, to give, you know, more realistic lighting appearance when we're doing some operating sessions. So I'm just going to close this real quick video and just tell everyone I'm glad. Hopefully I have more time now, and you know, really once we get through the end of the summer here, we're still unpacking stuff. You know, we'll be doing that for several months, but you know, really once we get into the fall and especially into the winter, I really have a lot of plans to get back at finishing this up. I would estimate that I'm probably 60% done with the landscaping and a lot of the details. I mean, I know you're never ever done building a model railroad, but you know, I have some plans to do some stuff later on this fall and winter to get some things finished up on here. The other thing I'll just say is I'm going to be posting another video here, hopefully within a matter of a few days to a week. I did end up getting a couple of the Athearn Genesis SD70s, the 2 Fantasy Illinois Central Gulf paint schemes. They were released, I think, about a month and a half, 2 months ago. Still sitting in the box, so I haven't had a chance to get them out and test them. So I'll get those out, do a couple quick videos, and do some demonstration runs on those locomotives. But just want to let everyone know I'm back, glad to be back, and look forward to making some more videos.